Hey, welcome to Ask a Pro. Grant Cardone here. I got a special guest today, Tyler Gurr. This dude is an expert on AdWords for real estate agents. For the 1.2 million, right?
Real estate agents.
Real estate agents out there.
Correct.
That don't get enough leads, don't have enough appointments, don't know who to talk to. You guys don't even know what AdWords are. Okay, this dude right here, I'm telling you, I'm so impressed with what Tyler's doing that I'm going to put a program in place. But first, I want to educate you about what he's doing, what he knows that other people don't know. If you're in the real estate space, if you're a real estate broker, real estate agent,
team leader, just got into the game,
selling your own house, flipping.
Yep.
All you guys out there that are flipping, I hear from all the time. If you're in multifamily stuff and you want traffic, Tyler Gurr with 2 R's. Gurr.
Yeah.
G-U-R-R. Good to have you here, bro.
Mortgage lenders.
Okay. Mortgage, anybody. My boy Albert Preciado over at the mortgage guy, okay? All you guys in the mortgage space. The Todd Duncans, all of you go. AdWords, man. Here's what I say all the time to you. If you can't get attention, your product doesn't matter, your commission doesn't matter, your fee doesn't matter, the house doesn't matter. You got to get attention, and Tyler's going to show you how to get attention. So First of all, let's just go back a second. How old are you?
I am 26.
26. I know other people are saying, dude, the guy looks kind of young, man.
Dude, entrepreneur since I was 16.
Yeah.
Window cleaning business right out of high school.
Yeah.
Sold that when I was 18. Was looking at the industry, seeing like, where can I make 6 figures straight out of high school?
Wow.
So I was already actually taking real estate school while I was in high school. You have to have a high school degree to be a real estate agent.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The day after I graduated, I took my test and became an agent. And ever since I've been in the game.
Wow. So you didn't go to college?
No, I went to 1 year only for the tickets.
What do you mean the tickets?
The football tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why'd you want those? Because
I'm just a big fan of the University of Utah.
Okay, awesome.
So,
and you came in from Salt Lake City.
Flew here from Salt Lake
flew
last
in today,
night.
26 years old, doing real estate. Like, what kind of money do you make with? So you did the real estate thing, and then how'd you shift into this ad space?
So the ad space itself, I really just, the story is my very first brokerage I was at, I actually got laughed out of the brokerage when I told them, hey, I'm going to go do internet marketing. That's something I want to do. The owner of that brokerage said point blank, you're going to fail and walk away.
Yeah.
She's like, what is that? That made up
This
7%
how
of my,
ago?
This is in 2011.
Okay, so 6 years ago.
2010.
AdWords
Let me
thing,
phrase that, 2010.
Yeah. Social media hadn't hit yet.
Nope, not at all.
There's no social media. Just go back 6 years, so you guys understand the setup of how young this space is.
Yeah,
so
I mean, back in the day, you used to be able to post on Craigslist and generate 1,000 leads. To generate 1,000 leads now, you're a minimum of 10 grand. If you're a mortgage lender, you're probably paying 100 grand because your leads cost 10 times more. And I can show you how to actually drop that by 90%.
So you saw the internet play.
Absolutely.
You're you're working with a real estate company. What are you doing at that point? Are you just
They were telling me a call for sell by owners, expireds,
Yeah.
things of that nature, the typical game, still in the dark ages, as I like to call it. And one day I went door knocking, and I decided I will never, ever do real estate again if I have to door knock. So I wanted to figure out a lead system that was hot, that I like to actually do. And I'm 18, man.
Yeah.
None of my parents' friends are going to use me.
Yeah.
Who's going to use me? I'm straight out of high school.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's 26, and I'm like, dude, how young are you?
Yeah.
So he's got this credibility. Imagine being 18 years old trying to sell a $180,000 house.
Absolutely.
Okay, so his choice was this. I'm going to call somebody cold. I'm going to call friends, family, and relatives. That's what we're all taught. Okay, I'm going to go cold call. I'm going to do the yellow pages.
Absolutely.
He's bright enough. I wasn't, by the way. Okay, I didn't have AdWords. I didn't have an internet when I was 26 years old. Remember where I was 40 years ago. There was no internet, no AdWords, no Google, no search, no LinkedIn, no Facebook. I had to knock on doors. He's like, wait a minute, man. Maybe Grant had to do it. I don't have to do that.
No, absolutely not.
So what's your first? Walk me through what happened.
So my theory of it is they're telling you go call for sale by owners. It's expired, it's just listed, just sold.
For
right?
sale by owners, FSBOs.
I am very analytical when it comes to my numbers. on a good day, how many leads do you think you're going to get when you're out there door knocking, busting your ass?
Well, I'm going to get, I mean, the question is how many doors can I knock, right?
Exactly.
Maybe 20?
No. I mean, if you're doing it all day, you can probably hit a few hundred.
Okay.
But, I mean, we're talking 8-10 hours.
Maybe one or two leads out of 100.
Yeah. And how qualified are they?
Yeah. Well, you start becoming concerned about the people who say, yeah, I'm interested.
Exactly. Whereas I know, hey, somebody's typing in homes for sale in Miami, Florida. How much hotter of a lead is that?
Yeah, totally. So let's let's assume the people watching know nothing. Because I know a lot of real estate brokers, and if I say AdWords, they don't know what I can tell from the look in their face.
No, they have no clue.
So what do you mean somebody types in, and a lot of you guys in the internet space make that mistake, by the way. Like y'all, you throw around AdWords and type it in, and somebody searched, when I moved to Miami,
Yep.
I'm already searching from LA,
Yep.
homes in Miami,
Yep.
oceanfront homes.
Yep.
You see that? How do you see that?
I can actually generate that. I mean, I can use those keywords, not just in my SEO on my website, so that I have a better quality score on AdWords, but I can actually use that exact tag words.
Somebody grab my computer. Okay.
So if you typed in oceanfront, Florida, Miami, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 keywords there. I'm going to have those 3 keywords in my AdWords account, and I'm just going to pay a certain price to make sure that I'm the highest bidder. First off.
So you own those. So you're going to pop.
Yeah. Of course.
So how does somebody, now it doesn't really matter how good a broker I am.
No.
Do I have the listing?
No.
I don't have a listing.
There's an IDX feed where you have all the listings and the entire market that you have going to your website.
That's called an IDX.
IDX feed.
Okay. This is going to be a good show, guys. Hey, by the way, we got to get this thing popping hot, okay? Because this is interesting. Okay, so
do we want to cut this?
No. I want to do it just like this, okay? Can you cut to this? Can you see this, John? Can we set it up to where they can see this? Miami, because this is what I did when I was in LA. Miami Beach, oceanfront. And I started Google searching. I knew the entire market. I knew every house in the market. Yeah, John, good. I knew every house in the market. I guarantee I had demoed and watched video of at least 50 houses. I knew what neighborhood. I knew what I wanted to be looking north. Okay, so how does a real estate agent that's watching this right now capitalize from knowing, well, what am I going to put in? What words? What keywords? How much do I pay?
That is completely up to that agent, what they want to pay, what the market is. The typical average cost per click across the nation's $1.81.
Per click?
Per click. So an average website has a sign-up ratio of roughly 7%. So you're going to have X amount of clicks to get that one lead that comes through. But when that lead comes through, when you're searching Miami homes for sale, right, I'm going to be able to see every property you looked at, every home that you favorited. You could have requested a showing on my website. You could have actually did a video tour of it. And when I call you, I have all the information at my disposal. So I hit you with, hey, Grant, by the way, you know, so you were checking out that property on XYZ Street.
I got something even better than that.
Exactly.
Well, put that together with what I know about sales. So like, what am I looking at here? Who paid for AdWords here?
So this is the very interesting thing. Outside of Utah, which is funny because I helped generate this niche, point blank, is Utah is one of the most competitive states. It's actually more competitive than Miami, and it's just as competitive as New York. I could go to Texas, Dallas, Austin, and wreck shop. I've actually thought about it and just doing little mini brokerages across the state, or setting up different teams in different states and just having them shoot me a referral.
Okay, but how do I show something here? Like, what am I looking for? Clearly Lenore bought this ad.
Yeah, absolutely. So these first 3 or 4, these first 4, and then if you went to the very bottom of the page, but your chances of you doing that are very, very slim.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you have some of these guys. They're C21. You have Home 61. You have these guys there. I mean,
so they bought that. They bought those ads.
Absolutely.
Okay,
but they're probably paying $1, maybe $2 max.
So what does it matter? I got a lead.
Exactly.
So I'm a real estate agent.
You're maybe $20 into a lead.
$20 into a lead.
Yeah. So let's just say you're $2 a click. 10 people sign up, right? Or 10 people go to it, click it. You get 10 leads. On average, out of 100 leads that come into a website, you're going to close a minimum of 3%. So if you do the numbers, the average commission per whatever state you happen to be in is going to turn out that you actually get almost a 1,300% return on the investment that you put into your AdWords account.
How many real estate agents out there are the 1.2 million real estate agents, most of which make less than 20 grand a year? Their number one problem is traffic.
Absolutely.
I'm asking you.
Oh.
Is that the problem?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's biggest problem is leads.
Yeah, leads, man. I got to have leads, man. Like when I clicked on this.
My biggest problem is I don't have enough people to even call my leads right now.
Wow. So this is a new space, folks. Like if you think, like, I don't know this, I'm not doing this, I know Brandon, and they don't have to do this. Yeah. They're buying ads. They're buying magazine spreads, okay? The top brokers, the Joyce Rays in Los Angeles, the top brokers here in Miami, they're buying big spreads in magazines, right?
Typical.
They're not doing this because I know the top 3 brokers in this town, and they're not using this AdWords.
Oh, no, not
at all. Which means I could come to Miami.
Brand new agent.
Brand new agent. Nobody knows me. Take a good photo of myself, follow up, sit here, buy AdWords for $2.
Yep.
So what am I? If I get 200 leads a day, that's $400 a day.
You're gonna be 10 times that amount. So you're gonna be.
Why am I gonna be 10?
Because on the average, it's a 7% sign up ratio, but let's just do 10%.
Wait, it's a 7% what?
7% sign up ratio.
On
average. But let's just say it's 10% for math's sake.
But I don't even know what that means. Okay? So look, you said an ad's $2
on average. To build. So the unique thing about Google is when you first start working with Google.
Can you just do this for me, dude, so I don't have to know how to do it? Like, could you just like babysit me through it for 2 or 3 months?
Yeah. And we have a program coming that actually teaches you exactly what I do. So you can go to these other companies where they'll say, yeah, we'll get you leads, but by the way, we want 15% of the cut. Or you got to spend a minimum of $3,000, and of that $3,000, we're going to take 500, 1,000 of it. Well, that's a huge portion.
Well, how can a real estate agent afford $3,000 when the average agent only makes $23,000 because they don't have enough leads?
Their best bet is to work. So let's just say you get 100 leads to come in, right?
Yeah.
That probably costs you $1,000. Or no, sorry, let me rephrase that. $2,000, right?
Okay. And that's why you said the ad was $2, or the AdWord was $2.
Yeah, let's just say $2. You're gonna need 1,000 clicks to generate 100 leads.
I got it. Okay, it's about a 10 to 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's really a 7%, but for math's sake.
Okay, good. Okay. So you're saying that ad's going to cost me to get 100 leads? I'm going to spend $2,000.
Yep.
How many of those will close?
3%.
3% of.
If you're an average agent.
Yeah.
I was at one point in time, I had agents at 8%.
So 3 deals is going to pay an agent what?
What's the typical home price in Miami, would you say?
What do you think, guys? What is it? Average home price here, it's got to be $450. Average, huh? So it's going to pay $21,000. I'm going to split that, right? Average home price here is 200 grand. Why the median home? Oh no, that's across the U.S. So it's got to be way more here. 335. So 6% of 335 is $18,000. They get half of that. That's 9.
If they're depending on the brokerage. There's a lot of brokerages out there that are doing like an 80-20 split, 70-30 split.
So maybe I only make $12,000, or maybe I only make $6,000 on that deal. Yeah. Maybe I only make $4,000 on that deal.
And you put out how much money?
Times 3, 2,000. 2,000 make 12,000. 6 times my money, almost 10x. I'll do that every day. You guys out there, real estate agents, listen to what I'm telling you. This cat's name is Tyler Gurr. Okay. He said, "I'm done making cold calls. I'm done knocking on doors. There's got to be a better way to do that." Internet.
Shocker.
Google search, Bing. Do you use Bing? What are the best websites?
So you're going to go AdWords. We're going to teach you how to take your AdWords account into an ad center, which is owned by Microsoft. That will be your Bing, Yahoo, their display networks, things like that. You're going to have your Facebook marketing as well. When it comes to Facebook, the reason I shy away from it versus an AdWords account is purely the fact that the maturity level of a Facebook lead is twice as much.
What does that mean?
Meaning, on average, you're going to close in the first 6 months at least those 3 deals. And then after that, a Facebook lead, it's going to probably take you 6 to 12 months to close that deal.
Why is that?
Because think of the psychology. Think of the psychology of it.
Yeah,
Grant.
yeah.
When somebody's on Facebook, goofing off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they see a banner ad,
right?
Homes for sale.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they really
and it's sexy.
that?
It's a sexy house. A couple of hot chicks outside. So I'm like, I'll click it. I don't know if I click the house or.
Yeah. So you look at it,
as opposed to me going in and searching, hey, Miami homes for sale, Coconut Grove.
100% psychology.
Yeah. So why even spend the money at the Facebook?
Because you still need to also build your brand.
Right.
And you know that.
Now, how important is it for the broker now to have a website that looks good so that when they hit this, or no, they're not, huh? But I'm going to research. So if you hit me back, if I hit your ad, I'm sorry. I just this is a really intriguing space for me. So
let me tell you a little story then. So after I got into the industry about 2.5 years in, I actually sold my real estate team to a mortgage company. I dropped their expenses by 90% because a real estate lead is 90% cheaper than a mortgage lead. After I sold that team, there's over 141 agents on that system as of yesterday, running on that system. So if you're a brokerage, you can apply this whole thing out. You'll be sending your agents lead. Because the brokerage model is starting to kind of die. Right?
Yeah. You would send the mortgage broker the lead for the guy that hit the search for the house.
They owned a real estate company and a mortgage company.
Got it.
So they were keeping it all in-house. Exactly.
Right.
But where I was going with that is purely the fact that you can have little brokerages and build out a huge team on it. I mean, 141 people are receiving leads. The brokerage model is starting to crumble because people are like, why should I pay you to go door knock? Why should I pay you to call Facebook?
You're saying the Keller Williams, the Remax, the big house.
There's a lot of people talking about it.
Yeah. That it's being disrupted.
Yeah.
Not that Keller Williams is bad or
Ryan Sherhan has been talking about how the brokerage model is really starting to go down. In my opinion, unless they start giving leads out, they're in some trouble.
Right. Because the model's being disrupted.
Yeah,
the internet's disrupting everything, folks. Whether it's Uber or where you get a massage, I can order it from my app now. I'm going to my phone right now. We know a person's not actually doing this with their computer right now. Anytime during the day, I could search, hey, home in Miami, home in Salt Lake City.
Exactly.
Right. So now, what about the rental space? What about the Airbnb space? Like that guy that's searching for something, is that a home buyer? Is there another way to generate leads here?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to deal with rentals, we can teach you how to do rentals. I just don't. Utah as a whole really isn't a rental market. I mean, I'm not going to make a tremendous amount of money off of only doing leases per se.
Yeah,
we're talking California,
but the fact that somebody's leasing would suggest to me at some point.
Oh yeah, we target people that are still on leases. There's ways to do that, but it's not that I'm going to use AdWords that are.
If I'm flipping homes, would this be good for somebody that was flipping homes that's
for investment properties to find them?
Yeah, or that's selling a house.
This is good for everybody.
Right.
Everybody should be on the internet. We both know that. Point blank. At the end of the day.
What do you think the biggest weakness with working with all these brokers that you're working with today? What do you think the biggest weakness is with brokers?
If breaking it down would be the fact that they're still kind of stuck in that dark age, like I mentioned before. They're still telling people for sale by owners, expires, just listed, just sold, go door knock, call your SOI, like that model. And in my opinion, it's just that makes no sense anymore. I mean, we are addicted to our phone.
But you're also saying that I think another way to say that is if you guys are good at that model.
Yeah, great, but
what if you just added this? Like, it's just all you're doing is paying money.
Exactly. But there's another side to it. It's not just getting the leads, but it's how do you work the lead appropriately? How do you make sure you're getting the best conversion?
So you would say that the broker's biggest or the biggest mistake or weakness for the agent is?
One, they don't actually have this, most of them. I mean, Keller Williams is probably the closest to it. Century 21 is coming out with their own. But I mean, when it comes to the franchises, each company's so different. You know what I mean? One franchisee's owner may be super invested into internet marketing. The next one will be like, I don't want anything to do with that. This is working. This is working. Let's do the Mike Ferry. Let's do the Tom Ferry. Let's do that type of stuff.
Is it 50-50? Like people are open to it 50%? Or is it, which way is it skewed?
It's more skewed to the fact that they want to teach the old traditional route. I mean, now
because that's what they know.
Yeah, exactly.
Scripts, pitches. Exactly. That's what I teach. I teach scripts, pitches. I don't teach internet marketing. That's why I was excited about having you here today, because this guy's talking about buying AdWords. He's talking about investing money in marketing. Look, nothing happens without marketing. This is it's the most obvious thing in business, all businesses, and the thing that all the winners do.
Yeah.
And that I didn't discover until I was like 51 years old. I'm like, why am I not spending money on advertising? And a car dealer said, dude, why don't you spend money on advertising?
Yeah.
He's like, that's one of my biggest costs, Grant. He says, that's one of my biggest investments. So look at how many real estate agents spend more time knocking and calling than using money. Time is money.
Yep.
Right? No leads, I'm done. So
not just that, but think about when you're calling somebody, when you have all that data to back up that conversation, how much further are you going to get?
Like, what kind of data do I get from that ad? Tell me.
Everything.
Like what?
Square footage, beds, baths, your averages, if you wanted a lot, if you're looking at condos.
Do you know that? How do you know I touched all that?
Because it's in the back end system of whether it's the system 1, 2, or 3. There's multiple companies out there that we've used or still use right now, and I can teach them on either of them.
Do you teach? I mean, what we ought to do is we ought to take my content, add it to whatever you're teaching them.
Absolutely.
Okay, because I'm not going to go learn what you do. I'm gonna buy what you do.
Yeah.
I'm going to have an expert. I have money though.
Yeah.
So the agent out there is like, I want to learn this. We ought to take your understanding of this AdWord and add my follow-up content, my asking questions, the qualifying, the setup, the trial close,
absolutely,
all that data, and really provide people with an awesome service.
Let's do it.
Because the thing I get concerned about with real estate agents is you guys get overwhelmed, man. You know, I got, most of you are married, most of you got kids. I think that'd be fair to say. You got hobbies, you got a life. The cycle's long.
Yep.
So what you don't want in sales or in business, you don't want a long sales cycle. It's all right to have a long sales cycle as long as you have a lot of activity in it. But typically what happens with the real estate agents, they have a long sales cycle and very little activity.
Yeah.
Which means all of a sudden you're waiting for 1 or 2 deals and neither one happened.
And you know, the funny thing is even if they didn't make the phone calls, people still actually call them.
Why is that?
Because there's different things, whether they requested a showing, whether they wanted more information on a home. These are all call to actions that they can just use on the website.
Okay, and then what me and you're going to do, we're going to put together a program. You're going to be at 10X again this year, right?
Yeah, so
where were you sitting last year?
So I was in the VIP last year.
26 years old, 25 years old VIP at the 10X Growth Conference. Tells you something about him.
And then we're actually going to be sponsoring the 10X Growth Con as well. So we'll have a booth there. You can come say hi. I'll teach you a little bit more about what I do and see if we can hook up with mine and Grant's content.
Yeah, and bring your computer. You're going to bring your computer and be able to show them what you're doing and how to generate a lead. I'm going to tell you something. If I walk into your booth, okay, Tyler Gurr's his name. I walk up to his booth, and I'm like, man, you give me a lead right now, I'm in business with you. Okay, I didn't have this guy in here because he's not legit. Okay, he was at my conference last year. By the way, all of you out there that want me to do business with you, every day I get this. I want to do this for you. I want to do that for you. You coming to my conference? Well, no, Dude, how much business you want to do with me? Exactly. You just want me to lift you. This guy didn't ask me for anything, okay? He's like, look, I'm going back to your conference. Went last year, going back. I got this great business, came in. He's flown back here twice.
3 times.
3 times.
4 times next week.
Okay, I didn't count the first 2. Most people don't, by the way. And I said, man, we got to do something together, dude. I love this idea. Nobody's doing this in the space. I know Mike Ferry. I know Tom Ferry. They're friends of mine. They're good dudes. I know Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay. All these guys are great. This dude is 26 years old, millennial. He understands the internet. And that's what I always say about you millennials, man. You're smart. You're probably the smartest generation that's come along in 7 generations, 700 years.
If they apply the work. That's the key that I found. If they're willing to work.
Well, but the reality is, like 700 years ago, man, you had to have a hammer and a sword.
Oh yeah, I get what you're going.
You know, when gunpowder came around, you're like, hey, it got a little less effort. I can shoot somebody. I don't have to whack them. Okay. Now he's like, hey, why knock on a door? You see, there's just progress going on, right? There's progress going on. So he's like, why knock on a door when I can just get a lead to hit me and say, I want a house in Coral
Absolutely.
Gables,
plus your ratios.
20,000 square feet home.
Ratios are way higher than going and door knocking.
Yeah.
I can call how many more people in X amount of time versus how many doors can I knock.
And you could literally go to the top of the food chain.
Oh, and almost
from Get-Go Street.
Off the top of my head, there's only 5 markets that you probably would want to stay away from if you didn't have some deeper pockets. But besides that, I mean, you're in Texas, you're in Nevada, you're in even San Diego. You can wreck this place.
What does that mean, wreck the place? You
could literally jump to the top.
You could jump to the top.
People have no idea what they're doing in this space at all. I mean, you can get in front of Century 21, you can get in front of Coldwell Banker, you can beat out Keller Williams. These are all companies you can beat out.
I got a couple of great real estate agents that I know would be open to it because they're always looking how to keep the edge.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm gonna turn you on to a couple of people. Okay, this guy's gonna be with me at the 10X Growth Conference. Come see his booth. All right, he's gonna have a big booth right down from where we are. We're gonna have 2 booths there. We'll have a 10X merchandise booth and we'll have a 10X headquarters. Okay, you'll see Gurr, Gurr. What's your name mean, man? Where's it come from? You know?
Actually, I think we have blood relations to a king, and I believe it's either England or
Come
France.
on, man. Who carried the urine, man? Who carried the urine? Everybody's like, I was a king. Jesus was my brother. Alexander the Great was my cousin.
All I know is that it's a good.
I think I carried my people carried a bucket of urine.
Yeah, I think it's a good name because
it is a good name.
With Ty, if you call me Ty, you go with Gurr, my last name. What is it?
Tiger.
Exactly.
Okay, this dude's going to show you how to get leads. If you're in the real estate space, if you're in the mortgage space and you want to get leads cheap, you want to have people that you know what they're looking for, what they targeted, how many different houses, okay? Did the guy go from a 3-bedroom to a 5-bedroom? Can I see all that?
Absolutely.
What does that mean that he went from a 3 to a 5? It means he looked at a 3, said, I'm going to move myself up to a 5. He's moving himself up in the pricing market. So that when he starts telling you this is too much money, you're going to be like, why don't we go back and look at that 3 that you looked at earlier and you bumped yourself out of? Exactly. Tyler Gurr, okay, we're going to do some business together.
Not just yet. There's one more thing I forgot.
Oh.
You can also get listings off of this. So most buyers that have to sell a home, what are they going to go do before they give up their own house and list it?
Yeah.
They're going to go see what else is on the market. So you're going to double side transactions all the time.
Well, how do I do that?
So, for example, if
I can have an AdWord listing. Listing is in Miami, right?
Absolutely.
Or how do I list my home in Miami?
Yeah, and on the website they can do a free comparative market analysis as well. But one thing I was going with this is, let's just say, for example, you owned a home in California, right? Like you did.
Yeah.
You had to sell it. Did you sell your home first, or did you see where you were going to buy it first?
No, I sold first.
Well, I'm
a weird.
Yeah,
dude.
you're a weirdo.
Most people would know where they're going before they sell.
Exactly. They're not going to give up their egg before
Yeah.
the next one.
Yeah. No, I killed the chicken.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, look, Tyler Gurr, check him out. All right, he's going to be at the conference. We're going to do something together. Maybe we'll put our my business builder package with your program, and I'll just give my program away just to get like 100 brokers on with you.
Let's do it.
Okay. That's how much I believe in this program. All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you. Okay. Fourth time you came in. He's going to come back. Maybe next week. Come back on the Young Hustlers show.
Young Hustlers. We'll be on that for sure.
All right. Okay, folks. Ask a pro. Are you good at anything? If you're great at it, I want to have you sit in this seat right here. You're good at photography, websites, social media, SEO. You're good at something? I want to have you in that seat, all right? See you guys in Vegas at the conference. Come see Tyler, ask him some questions, and we're going to do something together. But until then, ask the pro.